welcome back. I was preparing for you, if you did miss the show, I was preparing for you a grilled fillet steak marinated on a bit of asparagus, a bit of baby potatoes and a bit of pesto drizzled on it. So let's get back to where we left off. I've got my pan on. Alright, your pan needs to be nice and hot. Right, my asparagus is going great as well. Right, so our pan is almost hot. We're going to use this, take this fillet steak. We're going to wait for this pan to get extremely hot. Why? We would like to seal everything in it. Right, once we seal it in, you're basically keeping all the flavors in the meat itself and not drying it out. Right, so we're almost there and we're good to go with popping in our fillet steak. Right, as you can see, marinated beautifully, looking good. Right, straight into your pan. That is the noise you want to hear, that sizzle coming through. Right, that is sealing your meat in. Right, so we're just going to fry this off nicely. Fillet steak is regarded as one of your most expensive meat around because it's very, very soft, very, very tender and absolutely beautiful. Right, our asparagus is almost ready. Right, sear this off nicely. Right. As you've noticed, I've put onions, I've put garlic in it. I want those flavors to extract and get into your steak itself. Right, as you can see here, oh, we've got a beautiful color going on. Right, this is beautifully sealed up. Right, beautifully sealed up. Right, our asparagus is almost ready. The problem when people have with regards to steak, they've always prepared their steak well done. Well done, very dry, very stringy. We're trying to aim for medium well. Right, medium well, there's no blood on the inside, yet it's still pink and soft. Right, so we almost just sealing it off beautifully here. Right, this is your medallion, your fillet steak medallion. Right, so as you can see, I'm just sealing off on all areas. Right, in order to keep our flavor in. Another little trick which people would use is allow your steak to rest. You always allow your steak to rest in order to keep the flavors in. Because once it's hot, your meat is still cooking until it's actually consumed. So you allow it to rest in order to keep your flavors in. So never cut your steak as soon as you cook it. Right, so what I'm going to do here now is I'm going to toss my baby potatoes with my fillet steak in order to warm it up and to get the flavors running through into the baby potatoes as well. You need to aim for synergy in your dish. So you're trying to get the flavors running through all over, get them going through nicely. You know, you want to add flavor. That's a secret in cooking, adding flavor into your dishes itself. Right, so each element has a flavor running in it. Right, I'm just going to pop this on low heat and allow it to cook while my baby potatoes are absorbing all their flavor. Right, my asparagus is almost ready as well. And as you can see, our sauce did thicken up a bit. Right, our sauce did thicken up a bit. We're just going to warm this up when we are ready to serve. Right, so I allowed that to rest. What I'm going to do is I'm going to add a bit of cream into it as well. Right, just top this up. Right, dropped our heat. I'm just going to add a bit of cream into it. Alright, get that back on the heat because we're almost ready to go. Alright, so I'm just going to grab a plate quickly. Right, so I'm going to allow the steak to cook on a lower heat, slow heat. That's where you get it soft and tender. Right, my baby potatoes are almost ready as well. Right, I prefer eating my steak medium or medium rare. It's a lot softer and tender, but a lot of people get put off with the blood and so on. So cook the steak to your liking, so it can be medium well, soft and pink. But what I can show you as well is we've picked up this little tool, which is your thermometer. Right? We've picked up the thermometer. This will actually tell you how your steak is prepared. So you could have it rare, you could have it medium, you could have it well done as well. So how do you use this? We're basically just going to take it in and we're going to pop it into our meat itself. And it should start giving us the temperature. Alright, so you just need to stay there for a good few seconds in order to give you the correct amount of cooking. Now at the moment it's just entering medium rare. Medium rare has a little bit of blood on the inside, actually a lot of blood on the inside with a lot of pink as well. So we're going to allow this to cook to medium, where it's still soft and juicy on the inside but not overcooked and dry. Right, our sauce is almost ready as well. Right, very, very handy tool to have in your kitchen, especially when preparing steak. Once steak gets overcooked, it lands up very dry. You're never going to enjoy it. Right, our sauce is ready. Our steak is almost done. Right, so we're just entering medium at the moment. Right, sauce done, asparagus. Let's start with our plating. Until then, our steak will get to its correct temperature. What we're going to do is, as you can see, a lovely crispy asparagus. Right, so we're going to plate them down now. Right. Our steak is at medium at the moment, so what we're going to do is we're just going to take it off the heat completely and allow it to rest. So we're going to start here, right, with our baby potatoes, and we're allowing our steak just to rest for a bit. Right, so trust me, go out, get one of these thermometers. You will never make a mistake with getting the thermometer, as it is a really, really helpful tool. Right, our steak is almost ready. It's actually medium at the moment. You can have a look at the thermometer. This is showing us medium at the moment. Right, we allowed it to rest in our pan. Thereafter, we start our plating up. Right, our steak just gets drizzled on to our asparagus. We're using the bit of asparagus, right, to keep it there. And our sauce, as you can see, it's hit the right consistency. It is a bit of a chunky sauce, right, but that is what we want. Right, and then we start drizzling it on. Right, you don't want to cover the entire steak. You still want to see the beauty of the meat itself. Right, but just drizzling a bit of sauce on the one half. Alright, what I do is I just want to throw a bit of nuts on it. Right, just to aesthetically make it look good. A bit of garnish, some coriander. We've got our baby potatoes. Right, I love to just crush a little bit of black pepper on the plate itself. Right, a hint of olive oil as well. Done. Okay, our last thing is our coriander pesto. Right, just give it a quick mix and drizzle it on our plate. Right, and there you go. I'm Chef Ismail Arbee, and thank you. I'll see you next week.